layer is sulcus, and the surface is gyrus. Okay. Okay. So, okay, I will. Okay. Yeah. So I think people get a glimpse on like how does it looks like our brain. Yeah, our brain looks like. So what I read from the articles there, may you please share the article once again? Oh, it's a bit slow in my computer. Okay. So actually, this kind of, I don't know, how do we call it, disease or illness, but yeah, maybe abnormalities, yeah, abnormalities in our brain. So it's related to neurological abnormalities in our brain. So this is neurological research points to tiny flaws in the dyslexic brain called ectopias and microcuria. So there is like, how is it called? Like the gyrus is shrinking. I don't know how to say it. Like the shrinking gyrus. Uh, so I just want people to understand. So microgyria is like the genetic or in while in a prenatal development, or how do we call it yeah, how do I explain it in a very common term? So there is a failure in the development of our brain during the prenatal period. So before we're born, there is a term called prenatal, and this is and during this period there is, yeah, what is so called like embryo. This is like embryology, or where this embryology is studying about how your body part are developed, how your internal organs are developed, and so uh, basically this is telling you that there is the abnormalities on the development of your brain, and so that is what caused dyslexia itself. And then about this strabismus in Indonesia, it is called juling, I think, yeah. So it is like your eyes is not seeing like straightly focused. I mean, your both eyes are not straightly focused on one object, but rather your right eye is like focusing on your right objects, and the left one is focusing on your left object. So yeah, your eyes is not that convergent into that one target. And then what else? Yeah, basically, I think language itself, the way we speak, the way we process conversations and communications, it's a part of the higher function of the brain. So our brain, I mean, if we are talking about neurology, is very difficult things, you know. Even I'm not really good in this term, in this neurology, although I learn about neurology. But then we all know that reading is a part of that ability of what is it called, like, and the higher function of our brain, the higher function of the brain, on, or is it called like fungsi luhur, yeah, fungsi luhur. This higher function of the brain is including the way we speak, the way we read something, the way we process some informations, the way we process our readings, and it is combined into one communications ability, and that kind of uh, combinations of those functions are related to another part of the brain, and there you'll see there is the Broca region, there is the uh, uh, Broca and Wernicke region, which is, yeah, there is what I mean, basically your sensory and your motoric ability of our brain must be well connected in order uh, in order to speak very well. So when you're processing information, it is like, for instance, from sounds, from the audio informations. Maybe if you were watching television, or if you were watching, or if you were listening to radio, or if you were watching the video, you will process all of those informations as a stimuli to your brain, and that stimuli of your brain will be accepted as the sensory, right? In the sensory, and then if you were trying to process those impulses, those stimuli in your brain, then you will recognize, oh, that video or that audio, or maybe that magazines are telling me this. And then when your friends are trying to ask you, what did you got from your readings, you will try to explain it. And when you are trying to explain it, it needs that kind of what is it called? Like a teamwork. How do we say it? It's that kind of working together between that motoric skill from your mouth, from your lips, to speak A, B, or C, to have that clear speech, and a sensory skill of you that, oh yeah, you were understanding that message. So you will speak exactly the message, and your mouth will move as the sign that your motoric skills are working that well. And in this dyslexia, because dyslexic children are having the problem of that I've mentioned before, the strabismus, they cannot focus on what they are reading. Maybe if I'm not mistaken, Adam Levin, I think Adam Levin is the vocalist of the Maroon 5, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think he's also dyslexic, if I'm not mistaken. Let me say it once again. I once read about his, yeah. Okay.
Hello?
Yeah.
May I ask you something? Enggak apa ini disleksia.
Okay.
Disleksia sama buta huruf sama nggak sih? Aku punya tangga buta huruf soalnya. Itu siapa namanya? Aska, anaknya Deddy Corbuzier itu disleksia ya?
Okay. Yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken, maybe maybe this is my mistake. That, but I've read somewhere that there are some actually Hollywood actresses or actors are actually dyslexic, and they are not stupid. They're not. Then I mean, it's not because they're dyslexics they're not successful, but actually they are smart. And yeah, so I mean, this dyslexic is not making you as what is it called? Like the lowest, yeah, maybe or lowest percentile uh, students, but I don't know. Yeah, but from the research say that dyslexia doesn't affect the brain, and so it doesn't affect the intelligence of the children itself. So I think if we are able to build the spatial school for the special needs children, yeah, I think it depends on the country. I guess in Indonesia, the conditions is not very prepared for that kind of situations, and I guess these dyslexic children are maybe you're moving to homeschooling kind of school, and then yeah, maybe they are taking the private school or they're taking the special needs school, because if you're putting these children in the regular classes, I mean, I don't know whether it is kind of parental ego, or how do you call it? But for sure, we are in Indonesia are not that well prepared and well equipped in terms of knowledge for the teacher, I guess. Let me, if I can tell you the story from my relatives. I have a niece, and she has autism, and she was once enrolled in a special needs school, but because her parents were not were thinking that, oh, the special needs school, this school is not going to bring my kid anywhere, so they chose to enroll their daughter to regular school, and she is stuck until now. She is still sitting in fifth grade, if I'm not mistaken, although she is now 11. No, fifth grade. Maybe now she is not 11, yeah, maybe 14 or 15 something. But that's, yeah, there is like social pressure and social dilemma as well there. But if we are just put this children with special needs in the special needs school, the curriculum and the circumstances, as well as the I don't know, rules or whatever it is, it's not that well developed and well organized enough in our country. Yeah, that's, yes, yeah,
Taught most children, yeah, are not diagnosed with dyslexia until they enter the school system. There are some early signs of the disability. Toddlers who talk much later than average, have difficulty learning new words, or do not understand the concept of rhyming, might develop other dyslexia symptoms. There is something cover the text. As children begin school, teachers are trained to look for warning signs, such as an inability to recognize letters or spaces between words on a page, or difficulty following instructions given with more than one command at a time. Properly screening children for dyslexia is important, since other factors can limit reading abilities, including vision or hearing impairment, anxiety, or other neurological problems. As I mentioned, it is possible to um, um, watch it in the kindergarten, to check it if the toddlers how can if the toddlers are possible to talk or not in the community in the kindergarten, and if the toddlers have any difficulty learning new words or understanding the words and the meanings of the words. And that is necessary to monitoring not only the teacher from the kindergarten, that it is necessary the parents follow. And I think that siblings, brothers or sisters can also help in that case. And that is common the time. The vision here. I think if the parents check it on time, it is better for the kids, and also which factor to reduce other problems, and that's it about. It is. I think it is necessary to have a kind of cooperation between community parents and between the teachers, parents, on the relation between them. And that's it. It is it is about the medicine issue, and it is not easy to discuss about. It is not my cup of tea, exactly. But yeah, but for me, it is not the first time that I read about this problem, and I think that it is for me not a kind of big problem. We have another disease which is more serious than this one. I try to find one. Um, here is for me. Here is one which means that it is more difficult to live with this kind of problem than with dyslexia.
Anna, what's the title of the movie? I mean, from Indonesia. Uh, Wonderful Life. Okay. Yeah, last time. Last time I have watched that kind of story. Uh, it's about the photographer, a girl. Yeah, she has dyslexia. I mean, yeah, oh, that one. Okay, I remember. Is it?
Yes, I'm here. Yes, sure. Dyslexia is a type of learning disorder that can often be compensated for with therapy and motivational techniques. Phonological training, which involves identifying and separating sound patterns is the most common form of therapy used in the school system. Depending on the severity of the disorder, dyslexic children are pulled from regular classroom activities in order to work one on one with a language specialist. Studies have shown that activity in the right temporal partial cortex tends to increase after sufficient phonological training. Improvements in visual focus can sometimes be achieved from when students are given an eye patch to wear while they learn to read. Encouraging children to use many senses while reading also has proven benefits. Some teachers find that having students listen to a book on tape before reading the next can help with information processing as well. Um, I think that the school system have techniques to motivate, and there is therapy to try to help dyslexic children to uh, to study, and I'm a student. What's the meaning of book on tape?
Lis- Audio.
Yes, I think it's beneficial. And I think for that kind of children or any others, it's beneficial to hear about the book and to understand it, yeah, well before you read it.
Yes, yes, I'm here. Okay. Which paragraph? Oh, okay. Okay, wait. I'm gonna ask one more question about dyslexia. Is that genetic and or run in family? What do you think? Uh-huh. Okay. One paragraph, right? Okay. Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The It is properly classified as a learning disability. Dyslexia is commonly mistaken for a behavioral disorder. Dyslexia children often exhibit behavior that seems abnormal but is caused by frustration at their own inability to perform at the same level as their peers. Some studies show that attention deficit disorder co-occurs with dyslexia in up to 50% of cases. In general, behavioral problems decline as dyslexic students are diagnosed and begin with receive treatment. Other learning disabilities are neurologically linked to dyslexia, including dys, dyscalculia, dyscal- dyscalculia, dysgraphia, and dyspraxia. People who suffer from dyscalculia can usually perform difficult mathematical tasks, but have trouble with formulas or basic addition or subtraction. Dysgraphia prevents people from writing in an organized manner. Dyspraxia im- impe- impedes the performance of routine tasks that involve balance and fine motor skills. Why, why, why is so difficult to pronounce that kind of disease? Mhm. Yeah, I feel like to name my kids with that kind of yeah. Okay, yeah, just my stupid idea. So, people who bad at maths, can we can call with that this what dysgraphia this where is it dysgraphia. I hate math. I hate math, and I'm not good with number. Really. Yeah,
But
because
you
I have finger. I have finger here.
but you can
Yeah,
count
sometimes
money,
I
right?
have to borrow. Not really. My bank account. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here. Okay. The earlier children are diagnosed with dyslexia, the more likely are not to overcome their disabilities and progress to adult reading levels. Many studies show that children who are diagnosed after grade 3 have a much lower chance of eliminating the symptoms of dyslexia. Some dyslexics, especially those who are not diagnosed as children, naturally develop their own coping mechanism, such as an increased visual memory. In some instances, dyslexic develop keen spatial and visual abilities that prepare them for very specialized careers. Careers, yeah. Oh, what do I get from this? Oh, yeah. This is, this is very tough for me, because well, this is all. I mean, a medical or clinical study about this situation with children, but uh, it's interesting to for me. I mean, uh, to to read and to look into this like these disorders of speak with children's. I think it's very unusual for me because I've never met anyone with this disorder like dyslexia or things like this. Uh, but okay, I read they naturally develop their own coping mechanism. So okay, what I can understand of this is that human brain is so advanced that if for example if you can speak properly, our brain allows you to develop other mechanism to improve your memory. That's what I can get about this reading. Yeah, I apologize because I well my strong side is about laws, but not that this medicine medicine topics. I apologize to you. About the what? Oh, catastrophe theory. Okay, great. I like how it sounds. So, cat- but can you give us a brief I don't know uh, introduction about this topic? No, the catastrophe theory. Okay. 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 Great. Yeah.
How about Arabic? Anna, Arabic. You could read Arabic. Yep, that's great.